What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hack Connects. In this video, we got connection number one, FactzGotMoss, my guy. Welcome to the platform.
Yo, it's a pleasure to be here, bro. I'm honored. I'm honored to be on the platform. You feel me? Slip.
And I appreciate you coming on. For those who ain't know, we go back to elementary school days, college roommates, the whole nine. You know, it's a blessing to see your business growing so rapidly. I've been there from the early stages, and it's just a beauty to see how you're elevating and definitely prospering.
No doubt. Appreciate that. Yeah, hack. Let's get it, bro. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. And on the daily, we talk pretty often about life, health, business. So yeah, I'm excited to get this out there for the viewers and just get this out there. Let them hear you out.
No doubt. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Definitely. Before we dive in, you want to just give a quick background about yourself and the brand?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, my name is Facts. It's an acronym. It's finding answers, chasing truths. That's my name. The name of my business is FactzGotMoss. FactzGotMoss. That's what it is. Right now, my goal really is to push health, love, awareness, and wealth. And when I say wealth, I mean well-being. I'm starting off with the sea moss. It's one of my favorite herbs. One of the herbs I first got introduced to when it came to health and in eating more holistically, I should say. Yeah, I'm starting off with the sea moss. I have other plans for the future. I do want to open up a juice bar where I'll be implementing even more herbs, but we're going to start here with the moss, no doubt.
Definitely looking forward to that juice bar. What location are you thinking about doing it in?
I want to do it right in New Haven. That's where I want to start at least. That's my first one I want to open up right in New Haven.
Tough. Yeah, that's a good market right there. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
No doubt. Should be smooth.
All right, let's get it. But before, actually, I got that pineapple ginger.
The pine.
By Facts.
Yes. That's one of my more popular favorites right there. Pineapple ginger. No doubt.
Yes, sir. I gotta re-up with you soon. I'm overdue. This girl asked me like 2 days, so I'm gonna come see you.
Let me know, bro. I'm here.
All right, let's get into the questions. So, for the viewers, some may not be aware of sea moss, and some may have heard of it but have not done the research. So, could you break down and give like an overview of the benefits and just sea moss in general?
Yeah, absolutely. So sea moss is basically, it's like a seaweed. It's like a sea vegetable. It's a herb. It's real popular in Caribbean islands, Jamaica, Trinidad. I actually get my sea moss from St. Lucia. Right. And you may also hear another word called Irish moss. It's another word for it. But basically, we consider it a superfood because it's packed with a lot of nutrients and minerals. It actually has about 90% of the minerals that the body needs. Real rich in iodine is important for the thyroid. Your thyroid deals with like weight, metabolism, digestion. Make sure that you poop properly. Sea moss also helps to get rid of excess mucus. A lot of the foods we eat, especially in America, tend to form a lot of mucus in the body. So the sea moss helps to get rid of that. It's also anti-inflammatory, helps to regulate blood sugar. Good for the heart health as well. Blood flow, especially the purple moss, does a good job with that. Sea moss is good for the skin as well. Just to name a few things. But yeah, a little over sea moss is.
Appreciate that. Definitely a superfood indeed. Definitely magical. It's that medicine. I know right now we're in that pandemic. I encourage all the viewers to definitely check it out. And then if you're ready to pull the trigger, FactzGotMoss. I'll put his info in the description below, and you guys could get busy.
No doubt.
Definitely. So, going back in time a little bit, how did you start off, with a vision of having small quantities of sea moss? I know you used to sell to, myself, and to now transpiring and having a lot of weight now. You got large quantities of sea moss now.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, I always had this vision. You know what I mean? Before I really knew I was gonna go the CMOS route, I knew I was gonna be doing something along these lines. I mentioned to you the juice bar earlier. It just so happened that I picked CMOS as like the first herb to kind of introduce to people. And I think I did that because, like I mentioned, it packs a lot in one punch. But yeah, like you said, at first, I wasn't even really even selling CMOS at first. I used to drink it out of, for those of you who know or watching, if you ever heard of like the big bamboo can, the Irish moss right out of there, the peanut one was my favorite flavor. Until one day I met a Rasta. It's one of my good friends to this day. Cool dude. He actually introduced the raw moss to me. This is way back, like years ago. Back when even like maybe before college, he introduced that to me. He gave me instructions on how to make it. Of course, I failed many, many times.
You and I both.
Yeah, no doubt. After a while, I started to master the craft. Started to fall in love with the moss. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I saw that there was a market for the moss. Everybody these days, people tend to be a little bit more health conscious. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's going on around the world right now. People are looking for more holistic means when it comes to health, more natural remedies and stuff like that. So I saw the market for it and I just jumped in it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely. And I can speak for everybody. We appreciate you because I remember back in the day, you used to give me the raw, and I'm like, man, I might burn it. Consistency isn't consistent.
Word.
And I just need it in the gel, man. I need everything ready,
Not for every not for everyone, you know what I mean? It sounds simple when you hear it explained on how to make it, but once you actually get in there in the kitchen and you get into it, be a bit challenging at first, no doubt.
Nah, you definitely make it with love, so that's the key ingredient.
Of course, there's no other way, bro. No other way.
Definitely. So, like I said before, just starting off, to where you are now, how are you able to rebrand so effectively? It seems like, you got your apparel. I see that on on you right now.
Yeah.
How would you create the brand and, form relationships to help you, get the business to where it's at today?
Well, when I figured out that this is what I wanted to do, I knew, I went to school. I went to school with Hat. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with you. And I didn't really I went to school. School is cool, it's great. I think it's just better if you know what you want to do, like within your heart. And then you go to school, like, yo, if you want to be a doctor, like that's in your blood, that's in your heart. Go to school, be a doctor. It's a beautiful thing, school. But for me, it wasn't really my speed. I kind of did it because of my environment, what I was being told, you go to school, get a good job, and you know what I mean? So that's why I kind of did it. And after school, I realized I started kind of coming into myself. I started being honest with myself and I started asking myself, like who am I really, and like what is my purpose for being here?
Right.
This question comes across, I'm sure everybody's mind at some point. But I took it to the extreme. Like I really wanted to know, like, yo, why am I like, what is going on here? Like, cause what I'm not, I don't understand this. Like, this is not my speed. It's just my heart wasn't feeling so. Um, I had to, with that being said, for the majority of my life, I was receiving education from a system that was designed to get you into the job market, which is fine if the job market is in your heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Really want to do, then it's all gravy. But for me, after I left school, what I had to start doing was kind of re-educate myself along the path of like what it is that I wanted to do. Like I started observing the people that I saw, you know what I mean? And I saw where they were at. That's where I wanted to be. So let me start taking notes from them. Let me start maybe reading some of the things that they read, because that's where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I. This is all answering your question with the rebranding. So I started reading. I started reading new material. Like I started educating myself on the things that I actually wanted to learn, that I saw beneficial to where I want to go.
Right.
And so I was sitting there, and with this knowledge I was receiving, I figured out that, yo, if I'm going to do this, I need to have a symbol. I needed to have like a brand that represents what it is that I'm doing.
Right.
Got my shirt right here. Maybe a little hard to see, but there is around here is what's called the flower of life. You guys could look it up and you get a chance. It's basically a sacred geometric symbol that it symbolizes that we're all connected in one way, shape, or form. And then on top of that, I put a lion. You know what I mean? When I look at a lion, I see courage, strength, prosperity, confidence. You know, you don't just approach a lion any type of way. So that those two symbols resonated with me. So I decided to combine them. And you know what I'm saying? That's my brand now. So
no, definitely. Not only is that fire, but I love the authenticity of you know, pretty much how you came to that idea. And yeah, it's fire. I definitely got a couple shirts.
Appreciate your brand too. I see your shirt. I'm gonna need one of those too whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, definitely. I want to shout out to KMS Designs. I'll leave her description below as well. She definitely is getting me right now. I made a big order, so got the hoodies coming in, t-shirts coming in. So
ooh,
yeah, we
yeah,
got the wheels rolling.
Okay. Might have to tap in, bro. Looks
Oh no,
good.
for sure. Likewise.
So
You know, before the next question, I just want to share a couple funny stories with the viewers. I have a whole bunch of experiences with you, but these definitely gotta get global.
okay.
So you know, one scenario I'm with Facts. It's like 5 a.m. We're in the gym, working out. Small crowd in the gym. You know, the gym settings. People got the headphones in. They're in the zone. You know, just doing their thing. So in between sets, Facts sees a female, you know, on the treadmill, older lady, and he walks up to her. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh yeah, they might, you know each other. They may have some type of relationship. And you know, Facts says, "Excuse me," and the look she gave you, I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. Like what? This might be a stranger. Like what? So you know, he says, "Excuse me, you know about the CMOS?" And long story short, you know, Facts was able to communicate effectively and be able to brand himself, market himself in order to make a purchase and keep a retaining customer. And the other scenario, you know, Facts is driving, and you know where this is going. There's a guy jogging in the road, working CT, so it's not too many sidewalks around. So Facts is driving, the guy's jogging. Facts kind of pulls the car over, kind of cuts him off, so the guy can't really get around the car. And he rolls down the window. He's like, "Excuse me, you know about CMOS?" And again, similar to the last story, long story short, you know, the guy ended up jogging to his destination, but he ended up jogging with a jar of CMOS in his hand. So yeah, Facts, your cold approach skills is immaculate.
I appreciate that. I have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a mission. You feel me? That's like a regular reality for me. That's like every. I mean, like stuff like that goes down all the time.
Right.
Definitely. You must do that. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, a lot of times people just aren't aware. They just don't know the value that you possess until you express that in some type of way. You know what I mean? You let them know. So That is a big, I feel like that's a big part of any business, anytime you're trying to market yourself. You can't be afraid to approach people. No doubt.
No, I agree. And, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So, it's good that you're definitely open-minded and, allowing yourself to just get yourself out there. I definitely see the progress. So, keep that going for sure.
Sure.
All right, so let's transition. We spoke about the CMOS and the business. Another, big part of you, for me, you've definitely been an inspiration as far as dieting and, health consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at the 2-year mark now. So I transitioned from pescatarian to a plant-based vegan diet. And I'll say you're one of the moving pieces behind that to, help me make that journey. So how does that align with, your day-to-day and, what you represent with the business?
Well, yeah. Up a word. Earlier you said the health consciousness. Just so for the viewers, we could to be consciousness is pretty much awareness. You know what I mean? I am conscious of. I am aware of. So good. This is a good question because I this is what I try to express. Especially when I'm at the market. And I run into hundreds of people. So it's like what I try to express that. Yes, I have the moss. You know what I mean? The moss is a great herb, a lot for the body, but I think that the consciousness, the awareness, goes even further in terms of value and in terms of like actually getting people healthy.
Right.
For me, about like 3 or 4 years ago, I actually decided to change my diet. I started off, I just was only eating fish. I was still eating like cheese and stuff like that. Then I transitioned out of that. And now I'm just eating pretty much fruits and vegetables. That's pretty much what I eat.
Yeah.
But what helped me to get there and what I try to express through my mission, through FactzGotMoss, is that it started with my awareness. You feel me? Like after I walked the stage in college, it's like I became more aware. It's like I was able to see like what they really are. I'll give you a quick example. This is all relevant. I talk to people about it all the time. If you've come to the market, I probably hit you with this. I ask people, I'm saying, I use the example, if the restaurant and, we have 2 for $3, you know what I mean? I use McDonald's as an example. We got 2 for $3 egg McMuffins. So right now, limited time only. Pull up. People in their mind, well, damn, I usually pay $4 for one of these.
It's a bargain for sure.
You know what I mean? I can't miss this opportunity.
It's a bargain.
Going in regular, this is all normal. Makes sense. Then I use it same thing. McDonald's 2 for $3 chicken fetus muffin on sale right now. Immediately, like they're like overnight, their sales would decrease.
Depleted.
Yeah, they would be depleted. Right. And what I try to emphasize to people is that egg and chicken fetus are the same thing. But when I say the word egg, all of a sudden it's okay. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I'll take 2 of those. But when I say the word chicken fetus, all of a sudden you're like, oh, chicken fetus. Wait a minute.
Don't sound right.
I might have to go to Burger King today. I usually McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? I mess with you. I got coupons right here and all that, but chicken, I gotta, because Burger King is selling eggs over there. So what I'm emphasizing is that I started to look beyond words and symbols, and I started to see things for what they actually are. This is what leads to health.
Right.
This is what leads to a health consciousness. You know what I mean? And a lot of times we overlook this. If I'll mention one more thing. I also try to ask the question, you know, like, what is food?
Right.
I mean, what's the purpose of food? What is the purpose of eating? You understand what I'm saying? And then once we get to that level, of consciousness where we understand, okay, food is nutrients. Like the purpose of eating is for nourishment, so that you could function on Earth while you're here. Do what you got to do. Go to work. You know, whatever it is you got to do. That's the purpose of eating. So then you look at something like a slice of pizza, whatever it is. You look at it, ask yourself, like, yo, how much nutrients is in this thing? Is in this slice of pizza? And then when you really think about it, you say, well, there's slim to no nutrients. So if you're thinking, if the intellect is up and running, you would then ask yourself, well, why am I calling that food? Like, if food is nutrients and there's no nutrients in the slice of pizza, why am I walking around considering that food? Like why? This is what I was asking myself. Like, you know what I mean? I had to be honest with myself. I had to take some accountability. Like, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? And I figured out I was really mostly doing it for taste.
Right.
Because a lot of us eat for taste. So what I'm doing is, yes, like I mentioned, I have the CMOS. I'm gonna open the juice bar. I'm gonna have tons of herbs. But I feel like the consciousness, like the awareness, like knowing what food is, I think that is very important. You have to have that foundation. And then after that, it becomes a little easier to be healthy. You know what I mean? But yeah, just wanted to elaborate on, definitely put awareness. I'm big on that. Because I know how important it is. Like, imagine, like, I changed my reality
Right.
based off what I know. Like based off, to know is to be aware.
Right.
Knowledge. So I became more conscious, and I saw how that changed my reality. In my case, for the better. You know what I mean? So I make it my duty to not just sell the CMOS, but also to push awareness. You know what I mean? And a lot of these things that we know, a lot of things I just said that we kind of know, but a lot of times we're distracted. You know what I mean? Our memory is telling us that people, but intellect says it's not. If that makes, like, we were taught, like, yo, memory says that pizza is food, but if you're actually intellectually thinking, like, there's no nutrients in there.
Right.
You know, so little things like that, I definitely try to push on, making my duty to, you know what I mean? Get people more aware of these things, for sure.
No, definitely. I know that you're definitely passionate about, just your answers on everything is 100. So, you know, I feel like a lot of people, they may be in the CMOS business and, they're just selling it just to sell it. This is a hot ticket item right now. This is what's going on.
Which is fine. Like, don't get into it. Like, if you know what the moss is right now, you want to get to the bag, get to the bag. I respect it all day. It's just not my speed. Like, I need to do a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And I know the people definitely appreciate you for that. So, with the dieting, I know I run to a couple people here and there. I know you definitely are in front of a lot more people than me. So, what advice would you give for people who may be interested in making the transition in their diet? And, I've heard that, there's not that much resources or maybe too expensive. Do you have any input on that?
Yeah, for sure. Based off my experience, I can tell you one thing. Don't be like me. When I did it, I kind of I was very ambitious about it, which ambition is not a bad thing, but I kind of went to the extreme. I was just like, once I figured out, like, yo, I'm not eating food. Like once I figured that out, I was like, oh, nah. So I did like a dramatic type of change kind of rapidly.
Right.
And my cells or my body was not ready for that just yet. So it kind of shocked my system. So one piece of advice I can say is definitely take your time if you have time for it. You know what I mean? Kind of gradually ease into that, because it is a major change. Like, if you're, I grew up majority of my life, pizza, Chinese. I was in the hood. You feel me? We grew, you know what I mean? Like pizza, chicken, fries, make this, that. So I was eating that for 20 odd years. And then one day I just woke up and was like, nah, we're not doing it. So that shocked myself into it. One piece of advice. As far as financially, right now the food, like the healthier food, plant-based food is more expensive. Like if you go to some of these places, like you'll pay, way more for a salad, which is just like lettuce, like you know what I mean, like way more salad than like a whole food, like a whole like burger, fries, and a drink and a dessert. You know what I'm saying? So it can be rough. For that, I say you have to you're gonna do this, get used to cooking if you don't cook already. If you grocery shop and you buy your things, it is affordable. It's affordable. But if you're eating out all the time, it does get expensive because um I think it has to do with, it's not as mainstream, like, you know what I mean, like as far as the type of food. So it's kind of limit, so they can charge more, you know what I mean, just like that as of right now. But yeah, I'd recommend that. Going back to what I just mentioned a second ago, it's really about the mind, really. I could sit here all day. I could give you, I could suggest herbs to you, different foods, regimens, and stuff like that. But you really have the mind to do this. Like it has to be kind of in your being to live this type, to have a healthy consciousness, to live this type of way. You know what I mean? So definitely focus on your thoughts. A lot of time that's what's getting us. Like we be knowing, like you'll know, like, yo, what I'm eating is not really, like, this is not really valid, but yet we'll do it. So it's really about discipline of the mind. In truth, like you need to discipline the mind. It takes a little bit of time, in the beginning, but you'll get to that, no doubt. Go in it. Don't, I mean, you could do it just to lose weight. That's one of the people, some people are in it for that. But like for me, part of the reason I did it is because I knew, like I subconsciously knew that this was my purpose, like to promote health and stuff like that. So first step, I had to become healthy. I also did it for holistic reasons, meaning not just my physical, not just my cells, not just my body, but I did it for my mind and my spirit as well, the mental and my spirit as well. When you eat when you start eating lighter foods, higher vibrational foods, when that's what you get in, you start to move like that, you start to feel that way. It helps you to um kind of connect with yourself a little bit more, at least in my case. So definitely go in it with a purpose as well. No doubt.
No, I agree. You definitely hit on the nail. As far as financing, eating out definitely adds up. I'm an example of that. I definitely do eat out a lot, but I definitely got to start cooking up again for sure.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. And the last question I got for you, what's the future outlook for you and FactzGotMoss? I know you mentioned the juice bar earlier. You got any new products, any new merch? What do we look out for?
Well, yeah. Oh, definitely the juice bar. I want to do that next year. I'm pushing for next year. And I'm gonna start there. I'll probably eventually get some more juice bars as well. I'm already at the New Haven flea market. For those of you who weren't aware of that just yet. As far as the merch, not just the juice bar, but again, I told you I'm real big on the awareness. So just like yourself, I actually want to start my own little like podcast type of thing. I'm gonna look at the name right now. I'm gonna name it Let's Talk Facts. It's like a double entendre. It's like, yo, let's talk facts, like meaning like let's talk you know what I mean? Let's talk
Right.
facts. And then it's like, yo, let's talk facts. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. I'm gonna be unrolling that soon. Also, if you have time, I already have a few series like on my Facebook and Instagram where I'm giving out knowledge, sharing my experiences a little bit more in depth. Um as far as the merch, that's gonna be rolling out soon. I kind of just wanted to wait. I didn't want to do it person by person. I wanted to get like a big, you know what I mean, nice quantity, and then that way I could start, pushing that out a little bit more. So stay tuned for that.
Definitely. You heard it first. All right, facts. It's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you coming on, bro. And connect number one.
Of
We'll
course.
get the ball rolling for sure. Any last remarks?
Yeah, no, I just want to, thank you for allowing me to be on the platform. Like I said, I am honored to be here. Shout out to you. Shout out to you as well, Hack. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. I mentioned I like the logo, I like the branding, and I like what it is that you're doing. Right now, people may not be aware of this, but all over the world, like we're just starting to and you see it, like people are starting to like go more entrepreneur. People are starting to do things that like they really actually want to do, and part of what's helping us to do that is the technology. The knowledge is right at our fingertips. Like we got computers in our pockets. You know what I mean? Like you could Google like, yo, how to be rich, like how to be healthy. Like you'll get tons of, you know what I mean? So great time to be doing what you're doing. The resources are out there. Keep doing what you're doing. I see great things in your future. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
If I can, last thing I'll do, I just want to give a few shout outs. Definitely shout out to you. Shout out to my other friends as well who have been there with me from the beginning. My family, moms and all that. And a big shout out to my girl as well. My girl, Love. She's actually starting to do her thing as well. Very supportive. Very supportive. She, you know what I mean? Like, there for me from the start. You know what I mean? When I had, I didn't even have Moss like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely been holding it down. She's actually doing her thing too. I don't know if anyone could see it, but for all you out there who are into like crystals and things like that, she's actually getting into the rapping business. I'll ask Hack to throw her page in the description as well.
Of course.
But yeah, bro. Like I said, pleasure. I'm honored, and yeah, no doubt. That was it for me.
I appreciate you, bro. Stay up.
Yes, you too, bro. Keep it up.
Most stuff.